I'll celebrate when my cat gets a job.
I know.
I always forget to
He's
do that.
really good
Hello,
at
one and
making
all.
biscuits.
Welcome again to another episode of Air in the Shadows. With me again are my gregarious gamers. Say hi, gregarious gamers.
Hi,
Gregarious
Gregarious Gamers.
uh, welcome back, everybody. Exciting finish to combat last week. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun. And I was talking during the week. I can only really describe it as just a wildly satisfying finish to combat. Wildly.
You got mad at us.
That's a given. That's a given. If I'm not doing if I'm not getting mad at you guys need to step up your fucking game. Let's just be honest here.
It's why I'm here.
I
You
know.
that.
I know.
That's the only reason.
This is the
why
only reason why we're
off.
here.
Fuck for the DM. Any DM, not just him.
Anyhow, last we left off, our gang had defeated, couldn't quite stop the summoning of the Wraith, the Mercolite Wraith underneath the manor, but still defeated the Wraith and the specters it conjured. After doing so, and doing a little digging around the altar that they were using to summon this Wraith, our cleric Femessa found the Lathanderite relic, the Dawnstone. This oblong, uncut gem that, while not emitting light, radiates energy and definitely looks like it's glowing no matter how you look at it, of all different colors. As we take a second to kind of collect ourselves and level up, get your rest in, and as you're leaving the manor, Femessa, you're looking at the Dawnstone, and it almost looks cracked. And, you know, even though this is your first time encountering the relic, it feels like you ought to have a deeper connection with light and Lathander with it. And it looks almost like they were trying to bleed that from the Dawnstone.
It's bitches! I'm gonna kill all the fucking Markolites now. Bitches.
An appropriate response, for sure. But as you guys are coming down from the manor, it's still late at night, probably very wee hours, still dark in the morning. You guys got your rest before that, and then, you know, you'll take between the level and what I'm calling a short rest, we're going to use that time as your benefits of a long rest. And as you guys get back into town, kind of get back to your rooms, do you guys tell anybody what you found? Do you guys like kind of inform anybody of what you found was going on there? The only one that kind of clued you in on this was Hollis. And, you know, even then he was just kind of like, shit's going on.
Well, we gotta let our boy Hollis know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, we
I
kinda
go
need
back
to go
to the
back
Temple of Lathandar, and I want to show them the Dawnstone, and I want to see if there's anything that they can tell me on how to repair it.
Lovely. Cool. Yes.
Just while we're there, since I know they're like an order of light, but how much do they know about dark artifacts? Maybe like my hammer.
Your hammer, you don't think would have as much of a connection to Lathander. You can try and ask them to make like a religion checks, like their own religion checks on it. You think you're gonna have a better luck at the arcane shop, which you didn't have time to get to yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys were out drinking, so makes sense.
And
it.
just
Be like
just
that.
as a recap, because it has been like 2 episodes.
It's been it's been quite some time since we were
So
in
Hollis,
town.
remind me like how
Hollis
much.
was the barkeep.
Yeah, he was the barkeep, but he had just briefly mentioned it, right? Like he didn't go into a bunch of detail at that time.
He had kind of given you the background of the old Baron was lived in this manor up on the hill, and when he died, he didn't leave an heir, and then the new under the new organization of the Empire, they kind of rolled this barony in with the one next door, who it's one of those. This smaller barony was absorbed by a larger one, so the larger baron just kind of stayed in his castle. This kind of just became at first a historical place, and then very much a rundown ruin as looters kind of went through there.
Gotcha. Okay.
And has since been abandoned for some time. And then there were just rumors and whispers of like weird noises and people coming and going at all hours of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the extent.
I just wanted to. I just
gave
wanted to remember from also. I mean, for chat's sake, but also
Yeah,
mine
for sure.
because I was like, I kind of remember this.
Absolutely.
But it's been some time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, you guys get back to your rooms, rest up a little bit. You guys come down for breakfast, and you see Hollis and Hollis is kind of like doing prep work and cleaning at the bar. And there is kind of this small not continental breakfast, but like big cauldron of morning, for lack of a better term, morning gruel, but it smells delicious, and it's this hearty kind of mixture that his Hollis's wife is cooking up. And you can look around and see a couple patrons, early risers, are there eating the morning meal and kind of having a little bit of a morning ale. So you guys go and you meet with Hollis. Morning, guys. How's it going? How did you guys? There was a little bit of a ruckus, and then there was suddenly no noise this morning, which is unusual. You guys check anything out up there?
Oh, we checked it out, Hollis.
Ooh, okay. Well, so, what'd you find up there?
So wait, hold on. You said there was some rumblings there before. Did you know of anything, like any conspiracies of what was going on?
He kind of waggles his bum leg around. He goes, I can't really go up much the hill, but I've heard whispers and rumors, weird noises happening and people coming and going. One person was saying they saw all kinds of light coming from inside the manor, but as a barkeep, you learn to like kind of take everything through a very fine sieve.
I intentionally do not tell little Hollis that I found the Dawnstone. I want to keep that between me and the Temple of Lathandar, and obviously like our group.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna sit there with a bowl of that morning gruel, just kind of keep my mouth shut and eating.
Keep your mouth shut.
Well, I'm gonna throw it out there. Hey, man, there were some guys down there.
There were
and
some
we
guys.
beat the brakes off them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Made us sound all cool and shit.
Not like
I
we were
got
all
trapped on a
half-dead.
bridge.
He's like, what?
Yeah, there were definitely some things going on there that I don't know how to I don't even know how to describe it, even if I went back and saw it again. Like, how did people not know that was going on there?
I got to play sharpshooter.
Oh, sharpshoot. And he kind of eyes your bow. He goes, makes sense. You enjoying the meal? All right.
Tastes good.
And you hear the wife out in the back. Yeah, cooked it up myself this morning.
It's delicious.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Oh my lord.
You ask him how he says that, and he kind of gives the same answers. Like, people heard weird things going on, but at the same time, you were how many stories down in the ground?
Also fair.
Essentially hovering over this, what you can only imagine was a never-ending pit that you couldn't see the bottom of. So, like, acoustics aside, yes, larger things that crack. He goes to mention that there was kind of a noise that everybody seemed to hear, which you surmise was the spawning of the wraith when he cracked that altar in half and kind of thundered through the space. But other than that, and after that, there wasn't anything, and there was no lights, no noise, nothing. And he does remind you that, while it's kind of been rumored and whispered that stuff was going on for a while, the town guard sent a couple people early on who didn't come back, and then they never sent anybody again because they couldn't get resources to cover. They were looking for Fed help and nothing came.
Okay. So once he gives me that answer, I grab some of the grub and kind of hang out next to Maddie over there.
Sounds good. Cool. You guys enjoy your wonderfully filling meal. It's delicious and tasty, and it sticks to your ribs in a way that just warms your soul. And as I will ask Famessa, do you make a point to probably before this, do you go out for dawn prayer? Good. You go out for dawn prayer. The elder meets you and kind of greets you, and we go through the dawn ritual, and then you come back and eat breakfast with everybody. And then as breakfast kind of ends, the market is set to open. The Lathanderites kind of do their morning blessing over the day, and things kick into high gear in the market. Where do you guys want to go?
I would like to go to the shops and restore some of my healing potions that I am now missing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him on that one.
Lovely.
That, and I would like to visit the arcade shop today, if possible.
Wonderful.
I go to the temple in hopes to talk with I don't remember his name. The father, the priest that I had met when we first came into town.
Oh, I'm trying to
I want to bring the stone to him.
Sounds good. I'm trying to remember what his name was.
I think I'm gonna go with Bast over to the whatchamacallit, arcane shop.
Arcane shop. I think most of you guys are going to end up going that way.
To the shops.
To the shops. Shopping episode. I'm also trying to remember how much I charge for a minor healing potion because I always forget.
1 gold.
No.
I thought it was like
5.
2 gold.
Yeah, I thought it was like 5 or 7.
3
I
gold.
did 5.
It's either 5 or 10.
4.
Bro.
Everything's a negotiation.
I
Come
give
on.
it 350.
Everything's a negotiation.
Everything's a negotiation. Oh boy.
Okay.
You know what?
So-
I'll call it 5. I'll call it 5 each.
I think 5 is right.
I got
Five
350
for
and a crisp
the-
high 5.
For the healing?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to add 2.
Oh,
Camera.
he got
Camera.
mid camera.
Camera, don't do this again.
Mid high five freeze.
Oh,
That just looks so
oh
weird.
no.
That doesn't look great.
It's
Oh.
amazing.
Poor guy.
It's amazing. It's fine.
Well, it never did this before.
What is and you got the little like squishable watching whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
He's like menacingly.
It's Chewy. Firstly, it's Chewy.
Menacingly. Oh man.
Well, I'll be right back since he's doing that.
Yeah. Refresh. Nope, it gone. Copy to clipboard.
Our DM has disappeared once again.
Oh.
Off to the abyss of the Feywild with you.
I mean, we're just doing some other stuff, so it's not like it's combat where we want like the dramatic effect, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Still, it is wildly annoying. Yeah, there's my image.
He's so spoopy.
I am spoopy.
Poopy.
It never had this problem before.
Are
I don't
you
understand.
though? No, I'm just kidding.
Whale.
Not start video source. The camera is maybe in use elsewhere. It's not in use elsewhere.
I love that I'm just watching Hicks's cat in the background just prance back and forth between the doorway.
Yeah. Yeah, this is wildly upsetting. I really wish I knew where my camera was trying to go because the camera's currently off.
You're not going out there. You're just gonna bark at the fence again.
Yeah, but fuck that fence.
Fuck that fence,
Well,
dude.
The neighbor on this side has 2 dogs that they just sniff each other. The one on that side tried to break through the fence about an hour ago.
Mm.
So I can't let her out there without me out there because I don't know if their dog is. No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Stand by, everybody. I don't think it's gonna work.
I mean, if nothing else, if you're trying to fix this, do you want to just run an ad break real quick? And get that out of the way.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, did it work? Or are you saying yeah?
Crickets? Crickets.
Maybe.
Yes, you.
I'm listening. I'm just.
Did you catch what I said?
Running an ad break?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can.
That way it gives you a chance, or at least a couple minutes to try and figure out what's going on with it.
Stand by, chat.
Standing by.
And we'll run a 1.5-minute ad. Blink. Or no, maybe it's 30-second ad. There we go. Is that so fucking hard?
I mean, apparently.
Apparently so.
Peter just ain't having your shit today.
It all stems from me moving my shit around. And now nothing wants to connect properly. So, note to self, don't move your shit. Okay. I think we're back. Everyone.
I didn't realize that Maddie had gone outside, so I thought some strange person was walking up to her house.
Maddie, is somebody trying to break in?
Run!
Okay, so we're back. Thanks for the patience, everybody.
Anything for you, Daddy?
I know, baby.
Okay.
You weren't even at work today. Oh my gosh.
I don't have to go back to work for a month.
That's right. You start your he starts ecom thing tomorrow.
What is
I'll
that?
be working
Oh,
at
yeah,
home
he's-
for a month.
Thanks for the
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can be working from home. And we're gonna be doing
Mhm.
all the Warhammer and all the other games. It's gonna be a fun time.
I'm out at 5:30 every day this week, so I'll be ready.
Sweet. Okay. As we head on out to the as we head on out, Famessa is gonna duck off and head toward the Lathanderite Temple. Everyone else is kind of going toward the market and the major arcane shop, which I believe was called just the Arcane Emporium. Is that correct? Checking notes. Yeah, the Arcane Emporium. You guys walk in and see a tall, slender, dark gray-skinned woman with pointed ears, but you can tell just by her structure, her bodily structure, that she's not full elf, she's half elf. Erunis Fayleaf. And
You said Erunis?
Erunis. Erunis. She introduces herself and says, I'm the shopkeep here at the Arcane Emporium. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Or any services I could provide?
I'd like to greet her in Elvish, since I speak Elvish.
Ooh, lovely. What kind of accent you want to throw on that, big guy? What accent
I don't know.
What accent are we assigning Elvish?
It's your world. It's your world.
Probably more of a proper sounding, but since I'm a folk hero, half elf, mine's gonna be more like a southern elvish accent.
I want to
I'm
hear a
just-
British accent.
I would say I'm just picturing like country British, and I don't know how that's working out in my head.
It's if you guys really want to mindfuck, look up Texas German. It's hilarious.
No. Oh
No.
no.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
no.
Have y'all ever heard
No.
Southern Japanese?
Yes.
What?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Onegashimasu.
Oh my
Watashi no
goodness.
nama ewa Holly.
It's so good. It's so good.
That was a mind fuck.
That was
Oh,
a
right.
mindfuck. There's your
That was
mindfuck.
real Yee Yee Senpai, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, senpai. Oh, we've lost it. We've lost the plot.
I just wanted to greet this girl in Elvish. Jeez.
You greet the girl. You greet this woman in Elvish. Good day to you. Welcome to the Arcane Emporium. If there's anything I can assist you with, by all means, please.
So are we establishing like English is the accent?
High
British?
English, like stuffy upper class twit of the year.
Well, I don't really speak great Elvish, so hello, Governor. How are you doing today? I got this here hammer I'd like you to look at.
She just smiles.
Jolly.
She just smiles. She says, "Ah, yes, this hammer. This is an enchanted hammer, I take it."
Oh yeah, I found it out in the woods.
Out in the woods. Oh. Anywhere local?
Just a little place called the Fey Realm.
Ah. And she kind of looks at it a lot more intently, and then just kind of looks at you like, "What the fuck?"
I dropped the Elvish because I'm a little taken back, and I ask her, "So what's wrong? You look pretty concerned about my hammer now." I'm not...
It's very rare that we find such things from the Feywild with such potent magic still active in the material plane. If you would like me to do, what would you like done?
Really, I just want any information you have on it. I don't know much except that it makes me a badass, but that's really about it.
Understandably so. I can cast the Identify spell on it. A one-time charge would be 20 gold.
20 gold, you say?
Mm-hmm. What is it? Identify is like a level 3 spell? All told, not bad.
How about 15? Doesn't 15 sound better than 20? Honestly.
My prices are my prices. It's not so much because yes, you could purchase the scroll of Identify and use it or learn it, but you're with me. You're also paying for my learned interpretation of the identify spell, rather than getting.
I mean, 15 sounds better. Maybe 20 if you can throw in some health potions. How's that sound?
My prices are my prices.
Fine, 20 gold.
You pay her. She takes the hammer, kind of sets it on the desk, and casts her hand over it. The hammer glows with a bright light from her hand as she is casting this spell. And you see her eyes go, bright white as she is kind of like communing with the hammer. And 1 second, I'm gonna pull up your sheet again because I forget what we had decided for your fun stuff. Yeah. Lovely. Oh my gosh. Gosh dang it. Um, as she is kind of comes down from communing with it, and the lights fade, and everything kind of comes back to still. She takes a second. Well, you've quite the interesting artifact. This was a hammer wielded by none other than Elandriel Shadowbane, the Warden of the Eternal Forest. It was used primarily in the defense of the Feywild against an Avernus incursion. Naturally, a darkness that comes imbued within the hammer was very much a tactical benefit. There are more features that will uncover themselves within the hammer as you continue to use it and work with it. If you fight it and try to dissuade it from using the darkness, it will fight against you and become less so your companion and more so a unwieldy tool. Right now, she kind of looks at you and says, this hammer, with someone of your stature, no offense intended, should be a lot more unwieldy. But because you commune with it and it communes back to you, it is working in tandem as though an extension of your arm. As far as what it wants as an external force, it's not there. It was imbued with pure Feywild magic. There's no one deity or one patron that poured into this. Elandriel kind of took his knowledge and his love of the Eternal Forest as its protector and poured all of that into the hammer. So as it works to smite the evil, to fight against the underworld. And especially if you find yourself in the Feywild, it will do everything in its power to protect the Feywild residents and the lands within. So, is there anything else you wanted to know?
What do you know? No, actually, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. It's very interesting. It's very rare that you find, like as I said, that you find such a piece from the Feywild, directly from the Feywild, in such good condition, and openly communing with someone from the material plane. Usually, it communes with an archfey or someone given high status within the Feywild.
All right.
So. Cool.
I'm just kind of in the back of the shop in the shadows, just messing with shit on the shelves and accidentally dropping a few things. I'll pay for that.
My bad.
She walks over, picks it up. Oh, no worries. Casts a quick mending on it, puts it back on the shelf.
Perfect.
I do have a question.
Sure.
Would she know anything about my ring?
Oh, just your sigil ring.
Yeah, my sigil ring. Would she know anything about? Like, would that be something that's within her realm?
Ooh,
For 20 gold.
I need a roll for. Well, okay, yours is an identify spell. This is a. Oh man, this is a
potential history lesson.
This is a
here.
roll for sure.
This is a potential discovering my roots situation. So I want to see if she might know something about it. Especially if she has magical, arcane knowledge. I totally forgot I had this ring until a second ago. Until like a couple seconds ago. I was like, wait, she might know. She might know.
I'm trying to remember how I. Do you remember me describing it, like what it looked like?
So you said that it had like whenever it was active, it had like a green glow to it, I thought. Is how you had described it.
Yes, there was some kind of a glow. I'm trying to remember what the sigil itself looked like. I think I had it as.
It's just an eye.
It was like an eye with teeth around the center. Like
Yeah.
On the outside of it.
Yeah, an eye with teeth around the outside.
Yeah. And so when it was lit up, it means somebody was trying to activate my
Yeah.
or somebody was, and I could see like if I put it over my eyeball, I could see what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She looks at it.
Well, here, let me go up to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm just like hanging back,
Sure.
just kind of waiting until we go get our potions and whatever.
Absolutely.
So I approach her and I say, "Excuse me, ma'am. This may be a shot in the dark, but I have something and I have no idea where it originates from. I don't know the history on it, but it does have a magical entity to it. Would you potentially be able to look at this for me?"
I believe so, yes. She kind of takes a look at it. And just looks at the ring. And she says, I recognize that sigil. She tries to find any other identifying markings. And then goes to her like book behind the counter of like it's really just a small notebook of like things that she's encountered in her travels.
Okay.
And she... Close, not quite. There you are. Yes. Yes. The sigil belongs to a group known as the Iron Tithe. Formerly in connection with the Yeomont emperors, was a powerful force of, some say underworld, but they were very out in the open with their dealings of, muscle in ways that they were essentially a secret police that everyone knew about. After the wars, the Iron Tithe seemed to have, on paper, disbanded. However, I will say, as someone who has been around for many, many years, it's very rare that such an organization completely disbands because their benefactor is gone. Where did you come across this?
I don't remember.
This one, the
It's been so many episodes, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's fair. This one is,
I think it was that gift we got after one of those missions.
it was
Yeah, I
it
thought-
was
From delivering.
you got it when you first got into Ardmouth as kind of like,
Yeah.
here's your box of trinkets, grab something because you were patient at the doctor's office.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. My gold star. Got it.
You were a good kid for the dentist. Here's a lollipop. And it caught your eye because it's the same sigil that you wore. How openly do you wear this on your armor?
I think I kind of like half and half. Like it's not like it's like partially visible, but not
Yeah.
totally, because I still don't 100% know what it means. So I
Like
don't want to
folded
be.
over it or something.
Yeah, like I don't want it to be fully identifiable because I have no idea like if it's good or bad or like what it even entails. So
Wonderful. So unless somebody
like,
gets
so
up
it's like
and
half-
goes like looking for it, they're not gonna see it.
right, like unless
Copy.
I like move it, like unless I move something out of the way, like they
Show
won't
it,
be able to
yeah.
fully see the insignia.
Copy.
I just tell her, well, we went on a mission and I was able to claim it as my prize. The emblem looked very familiar. I just didn't know where the emblem came from. So I grabbed it in hopes that I could hopefully find out more about who this emblem represents.
Interesting. You say you recognize it somehow. Interesting.
Yeah, I recognize it, and I don't know. I didn't know where it originated from, and I'm trying to discover more about where this emblem is from. And I saw it on the ring, and as a part of our earnings, I grabbed it in hopes that I could discover more.
All right. Well, understandable. There's the history behind the sigil. Ooh, I do see. And she kind of shows you these notches on the inside mean that there's some kind of spell attached to it. Same thing. I can cast Identify on it for the 20 gold, but just as someone with knowledge, that's what you have.
I'm gonna have her run Identify on it then.
Alrighty.
For 20?
20.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Do I just take it out of my
Yeah,
thing?
just take
I
it
don't
out
need
of your
to.
thingy.
Okay.
And she kind of holds it. Same kind of thing. Her eyes go bright, glowing white, as she looks at it, and the ring glows this bright white color. Interesting. Very interesting. And as she comes down from it, she hands it back to you and says, "Did you ever use it? I saw that you were wearing it. I assume you don't know."
Well, I was wearing it on my neck because I put it on a necklace.
That's right.
I wasn't actually physically
so
wearing
she never
it.
saw you wearing it. Good.
Yeah.
Have you ever put it on?
I did once the day of receiving it, but ever since I have not put it back on because I just didn't know what it was capable of.
Roll deception for me. And then let me pull up yours to remember what I called it.
Deception?
Deception.
11.
Cool. She takes your explanation at face value, and hands it back to you and says, "This is an Eye of 8 ring, meaning it is one of 8, and when you hold your hand wearing the ring up to your eye, you can see what other wearers are seeing. I've also been told that you can hear what they're hearing as well, but I haven't tried. I've never come across such a piece." So, gives it back to you again. Very interesting.
And I put it back on my neck.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So the hopefully that history lesson serves you well, and the explanation of the spell.
It definitely helps quite a bit. I really appreciate the information because you definitely gave me more than I had to start with. So,
Excellent.
Question.
Yes, sir.
My cloak that I have, when I scroll down, it says that it can be attuned.
I'm as a GM, I am very fast and loose with the attunement rules.
I don't know what
Attunement means, like,
or if it's available to do.
Your cloak. Does it require attunement? It does require attunement. So typically attunement for magic items, it's not all magic items, it's just certain ones that have usually bigger benefits. If you don't attune them, it's just a cloak that looks cool. And then if you take it to a wizard, a cleric, whatever, some things are specific, some things are not. And you're supposed to, rules as written, get them to attune it to you, which takes about an hour or more. And then you can get all the benefits. I don't care. I play it very fast and loose.
Yeah, so is this something that she would be able to do or no?
Attunement?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that... Yeah, you don't need to. I can say that it automatically attunes to you. So go ahead and click the checkbox on the items requiring attunement.
Nice.
Yeah. There are certain things that usually...
Oh, it makes me roll stealth with advantage.
Yeah. So when you do your cunning action sneak or hide, that's going to be with advantage now.
Okay.
There are certain things, usually homebrew items, that I will actually enforce attunement one way or the other. Hicks will remember a certain armor set from season 1.
Oh god.
That kind of self-attuned.
It was
as
cool
a
though.
punishment,
It was.
But it was definitely a curse. But it self-attuned once he put the glove on. It very much Iron Man the rest of his body. Yeah, it made him beefy as heck. He was just stuck in it forever until he broke the curse.
Okay. Also,
Alright.
I may have half-assed drew that sigil.
Kind of like that. The teeth is very much like a circle, like
Yeah.
a straight circle. But yeah, it's that kind of an idea. There might be some
Okay.
other flair around the outside, but basic idea, yes. Cool. And you guys get your healing potions. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to look at while you're at the magic shop?
I mean, does she sell potions there?
Yeah, pretty good potions. What are you looking for?
Oh, just looking to just two. Well, just what kind of potions does she have? Standard or
She has
greater?
most everything mundane, and then depending on what you're looking for above that, probably.
Oh, I'm thinking a potion of is it greater healing?
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. Yeah, potion of healing greater.
Healing greater.
4d4 plus 4 if you have those.
4d4 plus 4. We're gonna call those. She does have those. She doesn't have. She has one superior, a couple graders, a lot of just regular healings. She does not have any supreme healings. But she has one superior that's kind of like in a big display case. The greater potions are 75 each.
75 each?
75.
Inflation much?
It,
How much should I got?
how much are hit points worth?
I mean, I'll just buy like a bunch of them, the regular ones at 5 gold a piece. Like,
Sure.
doesn't make any sense. So
Yeah, sure.
I'll take 3 of those, just 3 regular ones.
Sure, works for me.
Just for the healing ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just regular heals.
Okay, I'll do 3 as well.
Lovely.
I'm just gonna buy 2.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I want from the shop. I'm good.
Cool.
You said there were what, 5 each, right?
5.
Okay.
After rough negotiation.
Well, if I had realized it would just gonna, triple the price of the fucking greater potions.
Well, okay, like as I'm looking online, it's like
Inflation.
people are saying like potion of regular healing is supposed to be like 25 to 50, and then greater healing is supposed to be like 200 to 250. I'm like, I think 5 to 75 is a fair jump in that case.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But since we got all of our potions and whatnot, I think Milo's just gonna take a little stroll around town, plucking at his loot a little bit here and there.
Cool.
Just enjoy the day.
All right. We will move from there and go to Femessa as she makes her way to the Lathander clerics. You go to the temple. It's mid-morning. And as they kind of finish up one round of prayer, the elder, whose name still eludes me, and I don't remember. I should retcon it, but we're just gonna call him the elder today. The elder
Okay.
kind of comes up to you and says, "Welcome back, child. Did you?" He kind of like, as he gets close, he kind of like takes a second and kind of like he feels the presence of the Dawnstone just a little bit. He goes, "Did you have success in your escapades?"
I tell him we did, and I've recovered the stone. However, there's a crack, and I want to know if there's a way to repair it.
Interesting, child. He kind of takes it and looks at it. Where did you find it?
And I kind of like briefly explained to him that we went to the Baron's house, and I tell him about the ritual of Merkelites. I don't mention what the wraith said to me in my mind. I don't mention that,
Yeah.
but I do mention like it during this ritual. Uh, these Merkelites tried to summon this wraith, and we found it, and it seemed like they might have been using the stone for whatever.
I see. He takes a stone and he looks at it. And he said it definitely looks like they were trying to bleed the light from the Dawnstone. He kind of moves it around, and you can see that it still, has quite a bit of shine on it. He said, it seems that the Dawnstone has been irrevocably changed, but perhaps it can't become what it once was, but perhaps it can be repaired and made new. And he kind of looks at you, and you see, like, as he hands it back to you, and he looks at your hands and sees the gold marbling in your hands. He goes, perhaps a direct connection to Lathandar might be what it requires. And he leads you to the main altar. And there's no prayers going on. There's a couple acolytes wandering around, but there's nothing else. Nobody else really here. Everyone else is kind of in the front prayer area where most of the commoners are sequestered to. But as he gets to the altar, he invites you to place the Dawnstone on the altar. And next to where he motions, you see that there is a small dagger, but the metal seems like milk white. He said, he looks at you and says, perhaps with your divine heritage, a little bit of celestial blood might repair it in a way that deepens the connection with Lathandar, while also connecting it innately to you.
Can I kind of roll to like fact check that?
Sure.
That
Give
would
me
actually...
a religion check.
16.
16. You think it is definitely plausible.
Okay.
And because of your divine heritage, you're in the line of Lathandar. So you know his blood pumps through your veins somehow. He's not that far off using, if it was Lathandar himself, come down to the material plane, he could probably just do it. But at the same time, you're here, and this is, a good as chance as any. He motions to your hand. He says, it would require little, if any. But a little gold blood could make it more radiant than it was before.
I instantly give him my hand and just let him...
He hands you the dagger and
Oh,
says,
okay.
a small cut, and then hand on the Dawnstone.
Okay. Then I take the dagger that he gives me, and for a second I'm like, oh, oh. Just because I don't want to. I know it's gonna hurt a little
Yeah.
to cut my hand. But I do it, and I just write on
Cool.
the Dawnstone.
You take 1 point of damage.
Dang it!
As you slice your hand, you take 1 point of damage. And press your hand, and the second your hand touches the Dawnstone, it immediately erupts with this bright, radiant light that fills the antechamber. And you hear the sound of rushing wind around you as your hair is whipped from, as if this maelstrom is spawning from the Dawnstone. But you're not hurt by any of it. It just feels like a monstrous expression of divine power being channeled through this tiny gem. And with that, we're going to take an ad break.
Bum, bum, bum.
Take 5, everybody. We're going to run some ads. Everybody use the little adventurers room, and we'll be right back. Stick around.
Okay.
The little adventurer's room. All right.
My ad break doesn't play anymore when I tell it to. The fuck? Ugh. Is everyone having a fun time so far?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm glad I remembered I had that ring. I totally forgot. First, what second?
And I was trying to remember. Okay, so like from the jump, you have a sigil that's on your armor, and that's it.
Right, it's here. It's like it's connecting my little cape thingy.
Yeah. And that's
And
it.
so
correct?
my cape kind of covers it. It's like half, it's like basically like if you're looking for it, you'll see it, but it's like it's
Yeah.
just kind of in the mix.
But that's it. Like right off rip that you had with your insignia, right?
Yeah.
And then you noticed it on his marching orders or raid orders on
Right.
Milo has. Cool.
And then I saw it on the ring and I got intrigued by that, and so I
Cool.
grabbed it.
Fun little bit of magical insight, huh? Bast, you like yours? I
Yes.
definitely didn't just make that up on the fly. Oh, man.
Maddie, I hate you. All right, I'm gonna go get some water. God.
Refill real quick. And yes, I have the little squishmallow watching my every move. He is Chewy. Right. Broke, what's up? How's it going? How's COD going? I wouldn't know because it's been 12 years since I touched the COD. 12, 14 years. Can't relate.
To the camo grind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Well, you've done it in other games. Basically, same thing, different day with a twist.
I mean, that's true. Very true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You mean like him getting obsessed with Hell Let Loose or Space Marines?
No.
Couldn't
If
be
you like
him.
chewing on broken glass, play Hell Let Loose.
Play Hell Let Loose. If you like slamming your hand in the car door, you should play Hell Let Loose.
If stepping out of Lego turns you on, play Hell Let Loose.
If you want flashbacks of PTSD, play Hell Let Loose.
For real. The more so I understand it because I ground for a skin in War Thunder every day for like 5 hours a day for like what, 8 weeks, 10 weeks.
You don't got to do that much for COD.
No,
you
War
gotta-
Thunder feeding the snail is a different beast, but
Because they want you to pay for it.
I know.
And good for you for not.
Yeah.
Because like John and I both ground to get the fighter, and then he paid for like the other 2 medals, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm gonna grind for another 3 weeks. And then I never touched the game again.
Sounds about right.
Yep. All right. As we come back, it's lunchtime. Y'all are congregating around a nice lunch. That you've kind of procured from yourself from various shops around the market selling food, whatnot. And as you're sitting around the market eating, is there anything else that you guys have in mind that you guys want to get to?
Nothing
I
in
wanna go-
particular.
I want to go check in with that blacksmith to see what he's doing or how he has come along with that metal that I delivered.
And I'm gonna go with her. For no apparent reason.
For plot.
I think his name was
The
like
plot.
Braxis, I think.
Joran.
Oh.
Joran.
Close, that was close.
Braxton was the one in
Super
the other
close.
town.
Yep, Braxton was the one in the other town.
Rip.
And I said, hey, seem like you need somebody to go with you. I'll go.
Yay, lawyer horsey.
Lawyer Horsey. All
Lawyer
right.
Horsey.
Didn't know that was my
Probably
new
just
nickname,
gonna
but
meander
that's-
around with Bass
that's-
because that worked out so well for us last time.
That's the merch
Let's
idea.
go.
Is Gertrude in like
Lawyer.
full pinstripe pantsuit, and just on the
No.
bottom, it behooves you.
to listen to
It
me.
behooves-
It would
It-
behoove you.
It would behoove you. Ugh.
Disgusted
I
at
ju-
like
I
saying
just-
it out
I
loud.
just-
I dislike myself for laughing at that as much as I have.
I just
It's terrible, and
It's
I
not
love
disgusted. It's shame. Let's
it.
call it what it is. It's shame.
Pure shame.
You guys. Okay, so you guys head out to the blacksmith. It strikes you on your way out to the blacksmith that like you were delivering the metal, but it wasn't meant for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Just curiosity, I guess.
That's what, that's fair. I will also say that the other prominent place around the market that you don't need to, like, nobody's waiting for you there, but you know where more work is going to be at the trading post.
Yeah, I'll stop by there after. I want to see what he's making with the metal.
Deal. Sounds good. Anybody else want to do something else? Yeah, go ahead.
Am I still in the temple, kind of
Ed-
beholding the Dawnstone?
Oh, that's right. That's where we cut. Damn.
His brain isn't working.
ADHD.
Wow.
Brain isn't
I didn't
braining,
take
bro.
my second Adderall. Okay, damn. All right.
Blame the drugs.
Yeah, I will blame the drugs. We'll get back. We'll get back to the blacksmith and the plot, and all the other fun stuff.
I love that. That's my name now. The plot.
It's not your plot. It's not your name. It's what you're doing. Yeah.
Oh.
As we get back to Femessa, who hand on the Dawnstone, seeping golden blood into it. This maelstrom of energy. And suddenly everything around you goes white. And you find yourself in this void space where you can't see a horizon. Or rather, you can see a horizon, but like the entire plane around you is white. A very gentle white, as odd as it sounds. And the horizon that you can see is kind of this dark gray smokiness that really kind of it doesn't look foreboding. It doesn't look ominous. It just kind of looks like something that people in the celestial planes have set up is like, okay, when we bring mortals here, this is going to help ground them. Because if we just give them a void, they're going to run into the floor. So, you find yourself in this space, and you look around and there's nobody there. And then you feel a presence behind you, and as you turn, you see a bright silhouette. And he goes, "What brought you here?" As you immediately recognize the voice of Lathander.
Ooh. Don't get nervous.
Oh, hi there, Sky Daddy.
God almighty. Jesus.
Worked for all occasions.
I'm just like, my character is like so taken aback that like I am seeing Lathandar because for so long I have felt so disconnected from him that I'm like, I'm speechless. Like I don't know what good answer I should tell him. 'Cause I don't know.
He moves toward you, and you see that the silhouette, which, while it didn't look imposing, was definitely, very much giant sized, kind of shrinks down into a more workable level. And this man stands before you. Bright skin, bright silver eyes, very radiant, glowing blonde hair, and a little bit of blonde facial hair with streaks of silver in it. And he's wearing this flowing robe that, while it looks to be, yes, a very flowing robe, definitely something that kind of a chariot rider might wear, where it's tight where he needs to move around, but then also flowing to allow movement and if he was on a chariot, air circulation, across the desert. It's one of those kind of outfits. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "What brought you here, my child?"
I just say, I was told about your relic and I was trying to repair it. I don't know what happened.
You look, and as you look and present him the Dawnstone, you realize that you're now embodying kind of this 5-year-old version of you, and you're just a child. You say, I have the Dawnstone, but it's broken. And he kind of takes your hand and looks at it. Yes, it is. But it looks like you fixed it. Didn't you? I couldn't hear that. Couldn't hear that. Are you muted?
No,
Uh-uh.
your mic cut
Can you
out
hear
the
me?
last part.
Oh, yeah.
I said, yes, I tried.
Oh, you've done well. He closes it up in your hands and holds your hands. You're making me so proud. I know that you were lost for a long time, but I've been watching you, and you're doing so well.
At that moment, I imagine Vanessa just breaks out like into tears, just absolutely breaks down. Just like, I miss you for so long.
He kind of
Just like ugly crying, like snot coming down my nose, just so full of emotion.
He, kind of chuckles in that loving father kind of way, pulls you in for a hug.
Oh.
As you kind of come down from crying, he wipes everything off your face, and just divinely, there's no mess, nothing, it's all gone. And he says, "This is yours now. I'm glad I could bring it into the world for you to find and make your own." Would you like me to change it so it's easier to carry?
Yes, I would like it. I'd like it to be like a small little gem to wear like as a necklace.
Of course. And he kind of just, it's still in your hands, and he has his hands over yours, but then he kind of passes his hands over it, and it glows this bright yellow light. And as you open, it's this beautiful, radiant gem with lines of gold through it. Like, it looks like a flawless diamond that has been shattered and glued back together with gold.
Ooh.
And as you look at it, there is no angle where it does not just absolutely shine. And it is stunning from every side you look at it. And it's encased in this, it's not quite a choker, but it's encased in this framework, this very delicate framework that sits more snug around your neck than like a dangly necklace would.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of gently puts it on you and says, "Let this light carry our light into the world." And he kind of, the vision around him goes bright and white, and it fades to white, and then fades back. And you're there holding, and as the maelstrom kind of comes to a calm around you, and the Dawnstone is now changed into that necklace on the altar.
I immediately pick it up, and I just kind of like, I put it on, and I kind of like look around, just seeing like, did like all of this happen like as well? Like, did everyone else like kind of witness the wind and everything, or did it just happen to me?
You look over at the elder, who sees you do all that and just smiles at you and says, "I'm so very glad he has connected with you again."
I just start crying again. I'm like, oh no. Like I'm still like kind of shaken up from like the whole like Merkelites, and the Wraith saying like Merkel like wants what is his, and so like to be reconnected with Lathandar, I'm just like overcome with all these emotions, and I'm just like, thank you.
As he kind of, gives you this very old man hug, he says, "This light will serve you well. Remember that. For the darkness will not stop. The darkness is ever present, and we must bring the light to it."
Elder.
So, with that, it's roundabout time for noon prayer. You stick around for noon prayer, and then meet everybody for lunch. So as y'all are sitting around eating, Message has got this new necklace.
And I would like to imagine that Milo is like, "Have you been crying?" Like, you'll never believe what just happened to me.
Follow-up statement to the "Have you been crying?" is very shiny. You are not going to lead any stealth missions.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cool.
So from there, do we jump back to
Sirona
and the plot? Or?
Yeah, Sirona and Gertrude. After lunch, everyone kind of collects over lunch, and after lunch, those two head back to the blacksmith. Is there anything else that people want to do while they're doing that, or everyone just wants to hang out?
Oh, hang out, really.
Hang out.
Deal.
Yeah, just hanging out. Three of us, just grabbing some lunch.
Lovely. You guys head back to Dural Smithy. And as you get there, Bron's not there that you see, but you do see Joran kind of hammering away. And he just kind of sees you as you guys walk off and goes, How's it going?
Oh, nothing much. I was just, it's going pretty good. I was trying to see kind of what y'all were ended up making with that metal I dropped off.
Oh, the adamantium. Yeah. Let's see if he's got this. And he kind of rummages through, and you see that, you know, 2 of the ingots are still unused yet. But one of them is a pair of bracers, of adamantine bracers, which mechanically means they can't get crit on.
Okay.
Yeah, they protect again. He says, yeah, he's fashioning this into a full set of plate armor, and yeah, adamantium's really good for high level masterwork armor. It
Okay.
essentially what essentially it's going to turn into is full plate +1 with, or yeah, adamantine plate +1, which can't get crit on.
Okay.
Yeah. Handy.
Yeah.
Also very shiny. Very shiny. It's the Pinto Bean. And Gertrude is distracted from Joran by Pinto.
Yep.
He just wanted to say hi.
That's fair.
That was all I wanted to know. I was just curious about
Yeah.
what was being made with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually seen adamantine armor before, so.
Yeah, you look at it, it's especially because this is going to be a +1 kind of a masterwork piece. The bracers that he's made are very ornate. The adamantine, because it's only like 3 ingots worth, is not the main metal. It's very much an accent metal that gets interwoven with the steel, but it's very, very ornate, very showy in a way.
Was it like special ordered by anyone, or
Uh,
was he
As
just
fa-
making it?
as far as I can tell, no. Once Braun gets back, you could probably ask him, but usually this, when he can get his hands on this, he makes one and displays it for a while.
Okay.
It's a good selling piece.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't afford it, but they see he does good work.
I can see how it would show craftsmanship, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And he looks over at Gertrude. Gertrude, how you doing?
Mm. How are you doing, Gertrude?
Wait, this is the same guy that grand slammed her, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh,
toss me like a
yeah.
rag doll.
How are you doing?
Hey, Braun, do you mind if I go
now
into the
I see
back
why
and
she
use
wanted
the-
to go to the shop.
Oh,
How
I see.
you doing?
I'm just
Oh.
as he greets Gertrude, I'm just gonna like turn to be and be like, hey, like, do you mind if I just go pop in the back in that little training area?
Oh,
I was gonna
sure,
try and
yeah, if
test
you
some
wanna
arrows.
Head to the. You want archery is going to be out the back and then to the left.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I look at her with like this death stare of like,
Yep.
fuck you. Do it for the
wait,
plot.
don't leave me.
Oh,
wait,
no.
don't leave me, don't leave me.
Don't, wait. No. My scapegoat has left me.
And he turns his attention back to you, Gertrude.
Be like, well, we just had a pretty wild experience, and let me tell you, that armor you guys gave me has helped me out quite a bit. So
Good.
thanks for
good, I'm
helping
glad.
me. Thanks for helping me figure that one out.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
How's the metalworking business? How's that going?
God, this small talk is killing me.
I told you, Gertrude's a great lawyer, but she's ass at talking to people.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Mm.
How's the metal work?
Metalworking business.
How's your hammer?
I can't with this.
Which way do you swing it?
I can't with this as me and as Gertrude alike. I really can't with either one. Me as myself and me as Gertrude equally. I can.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't handle.
You want to go to the grapple pits or?
Yes.
Heard's got a strong swing.
Exactly. He kind of washes his hands after he's been working the metal. He goes, pays the bills. It's good. It always feels good to make something with your hands.
He's good with his hands.
Why did I know
You're not
someone
there.
in the group was going to say that?
You're not there. They only said it like 5 times last time.
In case you forgot.
I mean, you look like a man you're good that's good with his hands, so I mean, seems like great work to me.
I mean, we can always go out and duke it out again if you want to try.
You want to try?
I mean, do you have any more armor you want to demo for me, or
I'm
always
here
open to
spar.
looking at some new
And
armor.
you see, he starts wrapping his hands.
I'm not ready for this.
You're not ready.
Me either. Keep going.
No, but keep going.
No,
that
but
stare,
keep going.
that stare
Don't
into the
stop,
camera.
don't
Keep
stop,
going.
don't stop.
The assertiveness.
No, I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
I'm so sorry.
I decided to come back. Why did I do this to myself?
Do you want to actually spar with him a
For
little
the
bit?
plot.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
She just wants to get thrown again.
I mean, listen. Gotta test to make sure it's just not a one-time luck of the draw.
Give me. We're not gonna do full combat. Give me, a few. Give me 3 checks. Call them athletics or acrobatics. Take your pick. Give me the first one.
You know what? This time I'm not gonna hold back. We're gonna do athletics.
Lovely.
Because acrobatics is what I did last time for the oh no. And now we're like, all right, we're gonna test this out.
All right.
You said how many?
Give me 3. Give me the first one though, because these are gonna be opposed rolls, as to see how well they do.
21.
Ooh,
15 plus 6.
Jesus. Okay, now
I have a plus 6 on athletics. What do you want from me?
I need to pull up a stat block now. God damn it! I rolled a 17.
I told you I wasn't holding back this time. Last time it was because I was like, oh
Get
no.
that? I rolled a 17 on the die, and now I need to remember what his actual.
Now I gotta
modifiers
show
are.
him like what Gertrude's made out of, you
Okay.
know? Like I didn't think I was gonna be able to go back and do this again.
Okay.
Now we go round 2.
Round 2. Throw another.
Oh, round 2? Okay.
Yep. Oh, come on, dude.
10.
All right. And number 3.
23.
Jesus. The first round, you guys go back and forth trading blows, and he very much gets the better of you in the first round. Even with the 21, he is moving around you and landing punches where it hurts. Second round, you come right back with a fury. Your rage is full engaged, and you are just hammering the shit out of him.
Okay, when he sees my rage go, does he make any notice of this?
He does not show like it's anything abnormal.
Okay.
And then the final round, you guys are pretty evenly stacked, kind of trading blows back and forth. You do kind of get the edge on him this time. He doesn't try and grapple, except for the first round. And after handily grabbing grappling you in the first round, he realizes, it's fun to spar, but that's an easy cop out for him when he knows you're not a grappler. So he sticks to it, mostly striking in the other 2 rounds. So yeah, round 3, pretty evenly matched. Then you come out just a little bit on top.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
But I hold
Coming
my
on
own.
top. What?
But I held my own.
You did.
Which was the point.
You held what?
I just heard she was coming on top, and now I'm confused.
Okay.
Coming out on top.
Listen. I'm gonna make a hypercut of
I'm gonna, like-
comms, okay? And we can
Like-
overlay all of that, but yes.
Anywho.
Gertrude and Jordan duke it out, and Cerrone, you're kind of watching this, and you're kind of taken with the same thing. Jordan is an incredibly prolific fighter, and Gertrude gets the better of him.
Do I like hurt him? Like
No.
Okay.
He's beefy as all hell.
I know, but I just have to make sure.
Understandable. And once you guys are done, you can kind of touch gloves and GG's it up and kind of chatting and he looks at you, Serona, and said, "You said you wanted me in the party, or was that just to keep me next to her?"
No, I'm serious about it. If you are down to join the party, I'm sure
And I'm
everyone would
looking at
agree
her
to
like-
say yes.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just
are
up to you
doing?
because I know you wanted the more peaceful life based on how we talked last time. You were down to kind of stay with the metalworking stuff, so I wasn't sure if you were gonna think about it or not.
I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what?
Don't do that, but also don't
See,
stop
well,
what you're
no,
doing.
because at this
Stop,
point,
but, like,
at
also,
this
like,
point,
what the fuck are you
at this
doing?
point, my mind is thinking of he's a damn good fighter and he's a beefy motherfucker too. He would be very helpful in a party.
Mm-hmm.
Like coming from fighter background where I was grouped up with mercenaries and everything else, I want him with our group because he can take a fucking hit and lay it right back.
Yeah. You absolutely immediately see the combat potential in this guy. And he says, Braun and I talked about it a lot, and after you guys left yesterday, the peaceful life is nice, for sure. But
You wouldn't have to do it full time either. If you ever needed a break, by all means, I'm sure Braun would be happy to have you back in the shop for a bit.
what I wanted to ask you guys is, what are you guys doing now, as far as adventuring?
So we actually kind of just got back from a bit of a dungeon raid.
Oh, is that what the bang was last night? All right.
That is definitely what the bang was last night. Yeah, so there may or may not have been a bit of a summoning that we tried to stop and didn't stop, and we still kind of fucked up the bad guy. So I mean, it worked, but it would have been helpful having another person in the party.
I mean, every scrap you walk away from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
And I'm just back here, like, I'm behind her, kind of like losing my mind a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, wait, no, yes, no, but yes. It
Gertrude
makes
just
sense
starts pacing
why,
back
but like,
and forth in the
no,
background.
I'm
just
like,
no, wait, please, wait, yes, wait, no,
wait,
shit.
wait, actually, it makes sense logically, but like, fuck. Like, no.
you see he's thinking about it, and he goes, so what's next?
That's normally up to the group, to be honest. I kind of just go around and instigate shit.
Just working to work and collecting paydays?
Pretty much. That's
Oh.
at least my side of it. I know the others have some other stuff that they're dealing with trying to figure out, but for me, it's pretty much just way to make money and do what I know how to do.
Well, I will say, and he pulls out this flyer, and it's the same one that you guys have pocketed before about Anna Yeomont. He says, if you guys are planning on going after this bounty, you can count me in, because, you know,
She is definitely something that is our end goal. I know that much.
my people, Goliath, suffered greatly under the Yeomont, so it's something that, if she were to come to power again, would be very bad probably for me. That's why.
Okay,
that's why I got
alright.
into smithing. Cause
All right, well, tell you what. When you get done, or when Braun gets back, let him know what decision you've come to, and meet us at the tavern later. And I'll introduce you to everyone else.
sounds good to me. Thank you much.
We would definitely love to have you.
He kind of
That's the only thing that I can, like, my brain is going 50 miles an hour, and that's the only thing that I can get out of it.
I can just
We
imagine
would
she
love
like
to have you.
she like says that as
We
she's
would love to
sprinting out the
have
door.
you.
Love to have you.
How bad are you trying
Okay,
to keep
bye.
a straight face?
Love it.
Like, we would love to have you.
Just Ashley slowly backing away.
What role do I want?
Okay,
to
bye.
Perception.
Like galloping out of the fucking metalworking shop.
No, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it deception to hide the crack in your voice.
Why do you do this?
Why? Because I can.
3.
This is nat 1.
You ain't hiding that one.
Plus 2.
You ain't hiding that one.
Nat 1 plus 2. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
To be fair, the only reason he beat you is because he has a better insight. And he just looks at you and kind of like gives a half smile. Maybe I'll see you later. And claps you on the back as you leave.
Tasty.
Yeah, it's less so of a clap and more of like a grab of the shoulder with just a little rub. A little rub.
And I'm like, that makes me like run, like I'm like, whoo! I like walk out.
Just like, gotta go.
I'm like, huh, okay, bye.
There's the
Oh.
logistics question, Chad. If he were to go team Gertrude, where would he smack?
Oh,
All right, the
That's
first thing
damn
came into
hard.
mind was
no.
Is he
That
gonna have
ass?
to wait?
Back on the
Is he gonna have to wait
hindquarters.
for
I
her to,
literally said
get
I
5
also
feet
literally
ahead
thought that
and
ass.
dead ass. First thing I thought, like no filter.
Dem hindquarters though.
Yeah, them haunches.
them hindquarters.
Them
Them
haunches.
haunches.
Dem haunches
Them
though.
haunches, though. Oh my god.
I
I'm
can't
just
believe
picturing
it.
like her trying to like run away, him like tapping the butt cheeks in the back legs,
And then
like,
I do a
kicking
little-
out
I
as
do a
she
You
little-
kick him in the jaw.
Like I'm not expecting it at all. I'm like, oh.
It's like when you smack a horse on the ass, if they're not expecting it, they jump, and half the time they end up
And at the
kicking.
time they kick.
Yeah.
Bro's asking for a broken jaw. Jesus. Oh man. Cool. You guys
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
reconvene. And you meet up with Milo, Bast, and Famessa, who have actually just been approached by someone from Evanlock.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
And as you guys come around, you come across this tall, slender, high elf woman who introduces herself as Miranth Oaks. She is the shopkeep and proprietor of the local Ebenlock trading outpost, and she was told that you might be helpful for a little bit of work through her channels. So, if that's something that interests you, I can
Yes.
give you more details in the trading outpost for sure. If not, No worries. No hard feelings. Have a good day.
So she just says that and walks off.
Yes. You see it this is still like early afternoon, so she's coming back with what looks to be bundles of papers from, conducting business elsewhere in the market.
Okay.
And she just kind of notices you and be like, I know this group. I was told about these people.
Famissa, would you like to go to the trading shop? Or the trading post? Oh, I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay.
There you
Perfect.
go. Lovely.
Oh, Bass, would you like to come as well?
Oh, I mean, sure. Honestly, I was just coughing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, are we going back to check out that contract, or are we just kind of, you guys are just going?
Yeah, I was going to go check out what the lady just told us about.
Yeah, I'll tag along for sure.
Yeah. She just kind of like stopped, said hi, introduced herself, said there's work for you guys at Evanlock. And as she's walking away, then Gertrude and Serona come up.
Cool.
Gertrude is practically floating. Which, for a centaur, is quite the feat.
So as we join up with them, I'm just gonna mention and be like, hey, by the way, like that contract we got to go find that heir that ran away, I might have someone coming to join our group to look for her. And I think y'all would enjoy him. He's kind of a no bullshit guy, but he's a heavy hitter.
Yeah,
That's cool and everything. But what's going on with Gertrude over here? That's what I want.
no, he's fine.
So
fine. Everything's fine. He's fine.
You
It's all
remember
good.
last time when we first got
No, we
here
don't need
and
to
she
go
went
into
with me
this.
to the
We
shop
don't-
and
no,
got
we're-
thrown?
No, we're good. We're good.
It's the same guy.
We're good. We don't need to talk about this. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Somebody
She might
Sound
have-
fine, Gertrude.
Somebody
might-
thinks you're fine.
She might
And I
have
just look
mentioned
at
that she
him.
would
I just look at
love
him
for
really
him to
sternly,
join
and I'm
us.
like, "It's fine.
Whatever you say.
We
Chris.
don't need to talk about it.
I'll drop it.
Wait, we talk about it?
So we don't need him in the group. Okay.
No, we need him in the group, but like, we don't need to talk
need him in
about
the
it.
group.
Oh.
That
He
doesn't.
would be an
make any
asset
sense.
to the
Depends what
group.
fighter he is.
However, we don't need to talk about any. That's it. That's all we need to talk about the benefit of having him here, not the any other. If there's anything, which there's not, any other benefit, we
Benefits
don't
for
need to.
you?
We don't know. There's no benefits for me. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't need to talk
Okay.
about it. We're done. It's
Sure.
all over.
Okay,
Nope,
sure.
We're done.
Okay.
Nope, that's it. That's it.
Okay. So
And I kind of just like turn
figure
around
it
and
out
I'm like,
eventually.
yeah, you just kind of like turn around from the group and we're like, nope, nope.
oh my
Uh,
oh god.
And as
Can
they
I roll persuasion to keep this going or no?
Oh my god, do it.
you gotta keep
Oh,
poking.
do
You gotta
it.
keep poking.
we gotta keep poking here. All right.
He's actually rolling it.
I'll take a 22.
Lovely.
So about this man.
You're just trying to persuade her to like keep talking.
I noticed a little giddy up in your step when you walked up. What was that about?
Nothing. Nope, nothing. There was a little grappling that happened back at the place, and I beat somebody's ass, not on purpose. It was great. I did really well. I did awesome.
He's the same one that she
Um,
got flustered by last time because he was able to grapple and throw her to the ground, and no one's been able to do that before. Now
Hey,
she's
you know
all
what? But he
flustered from
didn't
it.
do that this time, okay? He didn't fully do it this time. I went full rage and I showed him what was up, and that's all we need to worry about. That's it.
What
it.
did he do this time?
I showed him the full Gertrude power, and it
So
was
we're not
fantastic.
going to talk about the nice little shoulder caress on as you walked out.
No, I didn't feel that, so
Yeah,
it didn't
no.
count.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's
I
why
didn't,
you,
I didn't feel it,
that's
so
why
it
you
didn't count.
trotted
I
off,
don't.
right? Okay.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't.
Denial is not just a river in a different world.
Okay, listen. Okay.
Anyway,
Here's what happened. Here's what really happened. Okay. Showed him what was up. I didn't hold back this time. And then he gave me a good job. Slap on the shoulder on my way out. It startled me. I kind of kicked a little bit and I walked out.
Startled or
it.
flustered? Because I feel like it
That was it.
flustered.
No. I keep my cool all the time. I don't. I'm the composed lawyer. I don't. Nope.
No.
Nope.
But he would be a wonderful asset to the team. He's got a lot of really good qualities as a fighter. As a fighter only, nothing else.
As fighter only.
That would be great for our team. Great add-on. Lots of solutions to problems, you know.
He's got real big hands.
We're not talking about his hands. I was talking about his fighting abilities, not his hands.
Yeah, he's a
And what his hands can do when he's fighting.
We don't talk about the fact that he can literally, you know, toss me like a rag doll. Okay, we don't talk about that part. What we're talking about is how he would be great in fights whenever we're on little side missions or whatever the hell else we need to do. So he would be great for the team. He'd be great for the team.
I'm gonna let this lawyer stop talking because she's digging a grave and talking about how much he throws her around. So I'm just gonna let her stop, and we're gonna talk about old girl from the trading post because she's digging herself a very big centaur hole.
We're gonna come back to this.
We'll come back to this.
Nope, we don't need to. I think we've resolved this issue.
Head off
Okay,
to the
yeah.
trading post and meet with
And me too.
Mirath. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. There's a raid here. Okay.
Raid?
Yeah, welcome, raid. We're thank you. As you guys get to the trading outpost, this one's a lot bigger than the one at West Edge, and there's more around. Like, you walk in and immediately clock Miranth at what looks to be the main desk as she's kind of talking to one of the subordinates, but there are several other people working in this main office. As this is kind of not the last stop, but this is one of the main stops on the Champions Road as it diverts south toward toward Africa, the country to the south. So there's going to be a lot of commerce that comes through this trading post. And Miran sees you, says, welcome in. I will be right with you. Give me 1 second. And, kind of pleasantly going over numbers with this person walking, that looks to be working the books. And then as she finishes up with them, directs you into her office. And you see a fairly large... Hold on, I have to remember what this guy looks like. I'm pretty sure he's this fairly large half-orc he's not Goliath big, he's not Joran big, but he's very much like, as a fighter still, he's a big guy. And he just seems to be against the wall and arms crossed in front of him. You definitely clock him as just some kind of security guard for the Emenlock. And he kind of nods his head in, and you guys follow in. He follows in behind you, and Miranth sets you guys down and says, welcome to Ardmouth. I understand you had a little bit of strife on the Champions Road, but nothing you couldn't overcome. Kudos to you there. And I've received word that what you did in West Edge, while helpful, definitely was appreciated. And she looks at and words it in such a way that, like, yes, doing the on the books contracts was really handy and boosts your reputation with Ebonlock. Personally, she knows that you get the job done if given something that may or may not be on the books.
This is in reference to the chest we took from...
To the chest, yes indeed.
Okay.
And then she kind of looks off at a corner and kind of gives a motion, and you see this other figure who before that was either largely invisible or just really, really well stealthed. Kind of steps out wearing this low draped hood and snaps her fingers, and suddenly all the noise from outside the office just immediately deafens. And she says, "So if I can speak plainly," Moranth says, "so if I can speak plainly, there's work to be done in the greater empire. Work that, while in direct connection with me and my network, will definitely stay below board. If this is something that interests you, we can definitely pursue this. If not, no hard feelings. You can step out anytime."
Can I get an idea of what it is before we agree? Because I don't want to say yes and it be something that we can't do or won't do.
Right now, she seems to be generally like offering a general contract of underworld work, where you guys are going to start being part of a larger collection of Ebonlock, the underworld side of Ebonlock.
Mm-hmm.
As much as Ebonlock is the premier trading company in the Empire, it's also, as money does, you start to run into backroom deals.
So it would essentially be
theft.
like
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, so
shit.
it's essentially like black market. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, black market shit. We're starting to run into that. Will there be some violence? Probably. What's it going? What specifics? She doesn't have anything right now for you. Just if you want to continue making money with me, we can definitely make that happen.
I like money.
She does say, I
Money
will
is
say
always good.
above board, this you've been flagged as a party of interest to pursue Anna Yeomont, and thus I would send you up to the capital to meet with our representatives there, who can give you a clearer picture of what they're looking at and what they want done. That's the only thing really above board that I can offer you.
What do y'all think? Y'all want to do some side work for her before we...
Yeah, I think
And I will
so.
say
I'm
the
in.
side work from me might take you away from here, might not. It's really going to depend on what I have that day.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
'cause what kind of contract are we signing? Like, are we indefinite working for you, or
It would
It's
be
it's
off
can we
it's
get, can we
more
get some
so-
details on this
it's-
contract?
it's
I'm not
not so
signing my
much-
life away.
It's not so much a signing at this point as it is a handshake of, I have everything I need to prosecute you for theft if you go against me.
It's low key blackmail without blackmailing.
It's an agreement of, if we help each other, there's a lot of money to be made for both parties. If not, if you try and screw me, I can screw you. At this point, we both have dirt on each other. I have thrown mine directly in front of you because I think that you are capable, not only capable, but also willing to get your hands dirty to do A, what is good for the Empire, and B, a little bit of cash never hurts.
But the question is if we don't want to do one, and are we able to walk away?
Mission specific, you say?
Yeah.
I mean, just in general, if we complete one and we decide we don't want to do any more for you, can we walk away scot-free? Or
Absolutely.
is this something that we
This is
need
a
As long
to
as-
be aware
as
of for
long
the
as
remainder
we're
of
not
time?
actively going against her, yes. If
Yeah.
we do, is when it would turn her shit.
Exactly. And she kind of eyes you and says, "You've done mercenary work before. You get it."
Yes. I did it.
I have no qualms with people that don't want to work for me anymore. A lot of them choose not to because they want to take up a different hobby or go a different route in life, and that's absolutely fine. And I tell them the same thing. I'm watching them. You know, there's nowhere in the Empire that anybody can't be found.
Well, I'm not gonna shit where I eat, so I mean, I'm down if they are.
I mean,
Famissa,
to advance the plot.
are we down?
I am down. I'm down wherever I can spread Lathander's light.
Hmm.
She kind of looks at you and looks at the gem around your neck. Religion works for those who embrace it. She definitely gives the vibe of someone who was raised in a religion that perhaps too strongly and is now such kind of like, I have an open mind on all this. I don't need one. I respect the value in all of them, especially with how she can use it to talk to interact with other people. So,
Sort of an all for one type deal.
kind of,
there.
yeah. Think of her as like an atheist that's like, you know, I respect people who follow their religion as long as they don't push it on me. Pardon me. And I understand enough about religion to know if I find someone that really respects their religion, I know how to talk to them.
I can understand
Yeah.
that.
Cool. With that, she extends her hand for handshakes. Just as a, you know, there's no signing to be done. Shakes hands. And she said, cool. Let me do a
Find
little
us when you have
consulting and I'll see what I can find you guys to do.
Hmm.
And we're going to take a break real quick. Hit
I gotta
the little adventurer's room. Before I hit an ad break, Tater, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you immensely. Yeah, we're midway. We're in episode 8 already. Holy smokes. Where's the time go, honestly? These kids are already level 5. But yeah, we're plugging right along with our quest. This is going to be a great time. Stick around. We play every Sunday. Drop a follow,
I gotta
get in the
pee.
Discord. I will try and be more active there because I haven't been. But we're going to hit a 3-minute ad break, and then we'll be back with a little bit more adventure before we sign off for the week. See ya. What's the decision? The decision is they are going to handshake deal with the Ebonlock Syndicate, which they've worked for previously, but this is going to be a little bit more involved and widespread. But quick ads. We'll be right back.
I love that you added to the plot. Thank you for that. I wasn't ready for that.
I thought about letting you guys control him. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not at this point. Not the way I've built him out. He is a fucking monster. It's all unarmed. He has a plus 11 to hit. His fists do 1d12 plus 5. He gets 2 of those, and then Flurry of Blows is another 2. So he can punch you 4 times every turn if he really wants to. And then do other shit. Dude is a fucking monster.
I went downstairs and the familiar scared me. Just going to get water, and I put my cup in the refrigerator, and I just looked over, and she's just, I mean, full eye staring at me from the countertop. Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh my god, my friend Only Bear already almost has the knife.
Oh jeez.
Oh, the explosive knife or whatever.
No, so she's almost got the full military camo for the regular knife.
Oh, nice.
She's got 6 gold.
That sounds impressive. I don't know what that means, but okay.
So like we're all doing like camo grinding right now. So it's like military camos, there's 1 of 9. There's 9 total. So
Yeah.
she's almost got all 9. You have 2 specialties, and then you start getting in the mastery, like the gold. Like people are going for golds right now.
Ooh.
So she's almost got all the military camos for the knife. Like for the gutter knife.
Nice.
But she's got 6 out of 33 weapons gold in 3 days. But she's also playing hardcore mode, and she's just like, she's who I was playing with the start of yesterday.
Yeah. She just cracked as shit.
Sorry, I had to feed the puppers.
It's okay.
I can't wait for this gameplay with Gertrude and Jordan.
No.
I'm so fucking ready.
Now I need to buy it another mini. Yeah, boy.
I don't wanna.
It's okay. I updated what he looked like.
Oh boy.
Fit more more what I've been describing than what I originally
Or what Sammy's into? What?
I mean look, all I can say is it's not me, so I don't really know, dude.
Yeah, I don't date my brothers. That's weird.
What about creatures your brother made in a fantasy world?
That's different.
See?
That
Yeah,
is
you're onto
different.
something.
See, because remember, like, when I first introduced this character, I'm like, Sammy, is this going to be a problem for... Are you going to be able to keep it in character, or are you suddenly going to get turned off because it's me?
Doesn't sound like it.
I was like, trust me, you're not who I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of this character. It's fine. I'm like, it's fine.
That's fine.
Just like everything else, I shall use my imagination.
fair.
Just like everything else in this realm, I shall use my imagination.
Let's see. Sammy.
Are you texting it to me?
I'm gonna Snapchat it.
Now I'm scared.
Well, because I already showed it to you before. Da-da-dum. I sent it to Hicks. I'll send it to Holly. Because I don't have Nick. I don't have Maddie on Snapchat.
How dare you?
Wait. You don't have me?
On Snapchat? Wait, I
Oh.
think I do actually. I just gotta go.
I
find
don't.
it.
I can tell you right now, I don't have anyone but Sammy on there.
Yes. I mean, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, I don't have you.
Hmm.
Cool.
I love how everybody immediately went with that. I appreciate it.
Of course.
There you go. Cool. Fucking sent.
Okay.
I'll find
Sammy's
another.
new D&D love interest. Oh my. We didn't have to go that far with it.
Well,
Yes, we did.
Love's a little strong, okay?
this is the romance partner. Hello, my name is your romance partner.
Okay, you don't need to say it like that,
No.
but like, okay.
It's an inside joke. All right,
I'm here. I was
said how
just
much-
fucking with my lashes.
it's all
I
good.
love and hate it here.
That's
Have I
fair.
mentioned that?
Fucking rude. Oh man. Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
the intrusive thoughts won for a second.
That's fair. All right.
She was like, well, because all I could think of is she was like, I was messing with my lashes. No, I was picturing was like really long lashes and just like going like this up and down with them.
I just need to put my lashes on the outside of my glasses. That
Perfect.
way I don't have to
Yes.
worry about them moving with
Exactly.
glasses.
See?
Yeah.
Now we're getting there.
Convenient.
Big brain.
Big brain, but head empty.
Oh god.
Just
Okay.
Okay.
What you doing? You happy now because you got fed?
And listen, who isn't happy after they've had food?
Fair.
sometimes I get a little sad depending on what I eat and how much I ate.
Mm.
Like happy at
And if
first,
it's gone,
then I get sad.
if it's like all gone, you're like,
Right.
oh, I was enjoying that, and it's all
Aw,
gone
come
now.
on.
Yeah.
Aw. All right.
It's all gone now.
As you guys take the rest of the day off and just chill. Following
Chillin' like
morning,
a villain.
you awake, eat some more.
Wait, I still have to introduce everyone to Jordan.
Oh, that's right. Is he?
Did
I
he
told him to-
decide to show up? You
I told-
said I
yeah.
might see you next. I might see you later.
Yeah, I told him if
Did he decide to show up,
I'm saying- I
Mr.
told
DM
him
Tommy?
if he made up his mind that he could meet us at the tavern later.
Tommy's in trouble.
No,
Did
I
he
didn't.
decide to show up,
It's
or
not so much that I didn't. That I forgot to show up. It's more so that I forgot that he existed for a hot second.
Even though we were literally just talking about crazy.
And it's gone.
And
As you guys are, take the rest of the afternoon off, You guys eat dinner and are hanging out in the tavern, and Joran does walk in and sees you guys. Are you guys at the bar or around a table?
Table.
Table.
Well, at least
If we're at a table, I'm not facing the entry.
You're
surprise, Shotty.
I'm not because I know that there's a chance he could be there, and I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like in my head, I'm like, I don't want to know. Like he said, he might be here tonight. I don't know. And in my head, I'm having this inner turmoil of like, I don't want to know. If he shows up, he does. If he doesn't, okay, that's fine. So I'm looking
Cool.
away. I'm not looking at the entry, even
You're-
though that my instincts tell me I should
you're-
anyways, but I decide not to.
Yeah, your hidden instinct from your operator days, like this instinct that you don't know where you got it, is to be like an operative where your back's to the wall, you are watching everything, and suddenly you're like, I can't, I have to, nope, face down in the beer. Thank you. Thank
My
you.
anxiety is
Just
so
like-
bad.
you're
I'm
just
like, I
sitting there
can't
like-
look.
And you occasionally you glance over at Serona and she's just like, hi, how's it going? Yeah.
Oh, look at this beautiful glass.
How you doing
It's
there, princess?
So good.
Serona, where are
I
you
mean,
in
listen.
relation? Are you directly across the
Um,
table and thus watching the entrance?
Yes, but the way I'm angled gives me a view of like majority of the tavern as well as.
So
the
so you're
door.
doing more of the operative thing.
Yeah.
Copy.
So, and she asks me how I'm doing. I'm like, I'm running a little low, but this glass is beautiful. Just look at
Look
they did such great work. Look at it.
As Serona, you flag down for another round. Gertrude, you feel a presence behind you. And this is the first time that the other guys have really seen him. This towering figure. Like, I'm not exactly sure how I would imagine that you guys are at a high top just to accommodate Gertrude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm over there kicking my legs off the little stool. It's okay.
You feel a presence behind you and a hand on your shoulder. So this is where y'all are meeting.
Ew.
Oh, hi there,
Oh.
Joran.
Who and the
Didn't
striking
see you
thing,
there.
this guy walks up, pale blue-gray skin, natural teal tattoos across his face, and hair in this kind of like short hawk / pulled into braids. Nicely for someone who works a smithy, he's got that wonderful John Wick facial hair, that's like dirty but also very clean. Yeah.
I like to be dirty and clean. Maybe
It's-
Bass
it's
likes
somewhere
them too.
between-
Maybe
it's
you'll have a
somewhere
little
between-
competition.
It's somewhere between the Josh Groban
Fight you,
perpetual
bitch,
5
but
o'clock
like I'm
shadow
not interested.
and John Wick. Somewhere between there.
Well, if you're not interested, I might be.
I said I'm not interested, but I'm also gonna fight you. Like I'm
And
not interested.
It's just playing
this
hard to
guy
get.
walks up.
I
and
say the whole
is-
I'm not interested, but I like death glare you.
This guy walks up, says that, and he is shoulder to shoulder with Gertrude. Hey. So this is where you guys are meeting. And he kind of looks at you, Storona, how's it going? Gertrude,
Good.
how are you?
Oh, I didn't see it come in there. Hi, how's it going? How's it going?
I'd like to get up and introduce myself.
Hey,
Stand up and grab his hand and give him a good, strong handshake.
You stand
Greet him.
up, walk around, and this guy who is literally twice your height shakes your hand. And it was like, sure, nice to meet you.
I'd also like to be making eye contact with Gertrude the whole time.
Prolonged eye contact.
just not watching him at all.
I'm like,
Actually, I go in for the double handshake.
The
I got
double
both
hand-
hands on his. You know.
He's just holding his hand like, hi.
and I'm just swirling the last of my beer. Just
Oh, you know we gotta hit him Bart style. Get up on the table, sing my name out, and just hand out and say, "Hey, how are you?"
Nice to meet you, Joran.
My name is
there is
Softcore,
that
but I'm not.
barkeep with the rest of them
Oh my
with a new
gosh.
beer.
I just kind of sit there and I'm like, hello.
How are you doing?
I'd actually would like to offer to buy him a beer if you'd like one.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
And
I'll
I'll walk off.
You look up. Well, you look over. Sorono's like, as Gertrude's like, "Where's that barkeep?" Sorono's just like, "No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet." Just like, just stalling the bartender.
Go away.
Like, hold on.
I'm just gonna like hold up like 4 coins in my hand.
Since I can't find the
Yeah.
bartender, I'm just gonna go over to the bar.
Yeah,
so I'll
for
walk
sure.
away for a little
Scroll
bit and
Yeah,
grab
for
a
sure.
couple a beer, an ale for me and one for my new friend.
As you walk over, the waitress brings the rest of the round. So everybody has a fresh beer, and he kind of cheers to you. Cheers. Well, thank you very much.
To new friends.
Yes, the new friends.
To new friends.
He just kind of gives you a look.
Don't hate the
like,
player, hate the
new
game.
friends.
Have you ever felt Lathandar in you?
Immediate.
Famasa says that right as I take a drink and I just proceed to like cough it out on the table. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
good.
crazy wordage. Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
Just look at Famasa. So you've had one, huh?
he just kind of like he does that like half hiccup where he like catches himself because of the eye contact. He's like, no, I'm not a Lathanderite. I like the Lathander teachings, but I'm a proud no rockin'. And you know that from your little bit of religion that you know that no rockin' is a it's a Goliath mysticism, because the Goliath are by heritage a mountain people, so their mysticism is very much based around the No Rockin' Mountains.
Okay. Respect.
So you guys are doing work, I hear.
I'm working on my 4th drink, big dog.
All right, I got to. It looks like I got to keep up. And he kind of waves down another as it's handed to him. Slams the first, hands out the empty cup, slams the second. Number 3, please.
And I'm over here like, oh shit.
Yep. Serona.
So now that you're here and you've been introduced to everyone, I have a question. How do you feel about some potentially under the table contracts?
You guys got tangled up with Evanlock, didn't you?
Maybe.
Well, it's no secret they have their hands in everything, so it makes sense. Honestly, as long as the money's good and the work isn't aggressively evil.
From my understanding, if there's a contract we don't agree with, we can walk away with nothing happening. It's just if we go against who we made the deal with is when it might get iffy.
Sounds about right.
But from my understanding, we can pick and choose what contracts we want to do.
Sounds about
But
right.
also define your version of being aggressive. I mean, a contract being aggressive.
What's aggressively evil?
Aggressively.
I choke on my drink.
Because I also do not like the aggressively evil contracts.
Common sense. I know Evanlock is money first, people second. But if innocent people are getting pushed around, getting taken advantage of in the sake of the almighty gold coin, I might take issue with that.
I think majority of us kind of draw the line when it comes to innocence being involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's plenty
may
of
be
evil in
doing
this
some-
world to go around, and we can do our part, make some coin, by all means, but
We may be doing some side stuff that may not be as, okay, but we all have a decent moral compass. So
good.
believe me when I say innocence is not involved
Good.
and
Gonna
is
hit him with
protected.
that. Listen, guy, you in or you out?
Well, I don't know if Serona told you, but I'm definitely in on going to find the Yeomont girl.
All right.
But if we can make some extra coin along the way, then I won't say no.
And even if we did choose a contract that you might not agree with, by all means, you don't have to stay with us for it.
Absolutely. Understood.
I mean, it's like I told you earlier. If there's something, if you want to take a break from it and go back to metalworking with Braun, by all means, I won't stop you.
I talked to Braun. He's in good shape. He understands and definitely is okay with me taking off at this time. I know I'll come back to him and work for some more in the future. So yeah, as long as he's good, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
Here.
welcome to the crew.
Cool.
We're glad to
welcome-
have you.
You guys
Welcome to the shit show.
You guys share another round and kind of get to know him. He was an incredibly prolific fighter. And the Goliath race was kind of used by the Yeomont Empire before the wars as this, because a lot of the Goliath, while their size would kind of make you think like a paladin or a fighter, like this barbarian type guy, most of the Goliath, because of their mysticism, definitely took the monk route. And so a lot of the Goliath got kind of indentured servitude into the Yeomont Empire as like this shadow force of 7-foot Goliath that were absolutely stealth killers. And then add that, because they would be sent in small groups, a lot of them got found out by the rebelling faction and got killed. So it's one of those where the Goliath were kind of weeded out, and especially when the wars happened and they rose up against the Yeomonts went after them hard because of how intertwined they were when there was peace before, when the Yeomonts were in power. So,
In the before 4 time?
in the before war
In the before four time.
yes. Yeah, before the wars, during the wars, and afterwards. In the before wars, they were very intertwined with the royal family, kind of being like their personal attack guards. And so then when the wars happened, they rose up and got really targeted by the ruling faction. So, that's him. Incredibly prolific fighter. Ready to tuck and roll and beat the shit out of people, for sure.
Oh yeah.
As you guys then, go to bed, wake up the next morning to a note that says, meet me at the outpost. I have work for you. And you meet with Miranth early in the morning, and she says, she ushers you into that same room, and you can tell it's kind of noise shielded again. And she says, I've got the Baron from Perwin, from the Perwin Post, next town up, which encompasses this area as well. That was the larger barony that kind of absorbed this one.
Okay.
The Baron Perwin has oaths to Ebonlock and hasn't paid, and is at this point refusing to pay and hiding the things we're trying to collect from him. So your task would be to go to what's it called? It's actually called Perwin's Perwin, yeah. Actually go to Perwin Keep and the city of Croston, which is kind of this keep and then city down below. Go to Perwin Keep in Croston and retrieve said valuables. And she kind of slides this folder, this like folded piece that's wax stamped. It says in there you'll find just about everything you need. There's a dossiers of various people of import in Perwin. Crude map of what we can best see is the inside of the keep, and a itemized list of what we're looking for.
What do y'all think? Y'all cool with this one?
I'm in.
I mean, not paying for products rendered seems pretty straightforward.
So this will take
Are
you.
we having to pay for travel there ourselves, or is that something you will fund for there and back?
There's a caravan heading there. This is along the Champions Road. This is a pretty common caravan that goes with. I'll foot the bill for that. As long as you stay with the caravan.
Any gold in advance for preparations or anything like that?
I'll give you. She looks over and you now notice this other guy in the corner who's like wasn't trying to be stealthy, but is one of those like I keep in the back of I keep in the background and you don't see me unless you're being directed toward me. He kind of like works out math in his hands, gestures, and he goes, and Marantha says, I can give you 20 each up front.
Okay. What about 30? How about 30?
No.
No.
I would like to roll persuasion.
Okay.
I keep wanting to. He hasn't asked me yet.
Another time.
You don't have to.
Another time.
No, 20 is
Another
fine.
time. No, she's not budging.
20 is fine.
She is not budging on 20.
Okay.
Especially since this is like what our second thing for them. Like,
our
yeah,
first
this is
one.
the first one.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm
first
trying to
for
make
her,
us
but-
more money. I guess I'll stop.
no, I'm just
Sorry for
saying.
looking out
Like,
for
I
the
get
group.
why,
She looks at you
from
and says,
a
I mean,
legal
this
standpoint.
20 is coming out of, this is the advance, but,
Bringing out the lawyer in.
this 20 is an advance, but,
We get it. You have
coming
a
out
law
of the ground
degree.
total, so.
It's called a law degree from, I don't know, what is the
Camping
Phoenix
College?
University? I don't know.
Phoenix
the-
University would make sense actually, because
Yeah.
there's Phoenixes. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
There you go.
Are we adding 20 gold now?
20
or are
gold
we doing
now.
handshakes first?
Yeah,
20
take
gold now.
20 gold now. Somebody picks up the dossier, the folder. It does.
Got
Okay,
it.
Milo's got the folder. It does. It's essentially like what you would find for like, this is what we're giving you for an operation. Get it done, and we'll pay you. And with that, is there anything else you want to do in town before you head out? It's going to be a couple days travel, for sure.
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good. I got my potions back. I don't need my sword looked at. No, I think I'm good.
Cool.
I'd like to stop by and say bye to Hollis.
Hollis. Yes.
We do need to get a
Aw.
drink.
We need to go have a drink.
I
with
was
Hollis.
waiting for it, but no
You
one.
guys-
Corona,
I figured I
thank
would.
you. Being ridiculous over here. I'm
With their
tired.
little boyfriend.
You guys.
For good luck.
Good luck.
You guys know the caravan's leaving around like right after lunch, so you guys get lunch at the tavern and say your final goodbyes to Hollis. And he goes, he kind of passes out one round and like, on the house, guys. Thanks for being
Salt of the
good
earth,
patrons.
Hollis.
And honestly, best night of sleep in years last night. So thanks for everything. You're always
Thank
welcome.
you, Hollis.
Always welcome.
Thank you for your friendship.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Old crooked leg.
Yeah.
Oh, crooked
You see, he
leg.
starts like wiggling it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hollis, best
Oh.
NPC ever.
And you guys head out with the caravan for a few days travel, heading out to Perwin Keep in Croston, where we will pick up next week as you guys
Okay.
get into town and start to get the lay of the land in a larger city.
Hey.
Hey. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks to my gregarious gamers. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thank you Tater for the raid. Thank you Stepdaddy for the shout out. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Yep. Shadow, Turtles, Faded, Maddie, Sammy, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next week as these guys get into some real trouble.
I'm in
Sounds like
chat
fun.
because
But
I work
hey.
there, so.
Jordan's tagging along.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good job, Gertrude.
I'll play a little tag with him.
Wait, I have a bad feeling about this now.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this now.
Okay.
I have a bad
You have a
feeling.
bad
Fast.
feeling?
Bast, we need to have a sidebar after this.
Why do I have a feeling that Tommy's gonna make Gertrude roll concentration during the fights because Jordan's distracting her?
No, that's not rules as written. I wouldn't do that. No.
Oh, no, never.
Never.
I was like,
Gertrude
I
is
have a
lost
bad
in
feeling.
Brr.
Because when I'm enraged, fuck that guy. I'm doing whatever, you know.
Yeah, but what if he
Right?
distracts you before you can go into it?
Gertrude has lost concentration because of dad ass.
Because of that ass.
That ass.
All right.